If you really want people to donate to charity, don't try to entice them by comparing that donation to the cost of something that I do for my own benefit. Like, how many times have you been told that for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you could save a starving African child? Like, hey, that's great, but charity doesn't taste good or keep me alert. And I don't care how perverted your fetish is, you've never said, hey, I'm pretty tired this morning. Do you have a child from Tasmania I can put in my mouth? The only thing I get for contributing to your cause is no coffee and then yelled at for collapsing during a board meeting. Or board meeting. I don't reap any personal reward from knowing that some small dark boy hundreds of miles away is going to live long enough to swat another handful of flies away from his nostrils because of me. The real question is, how much would it cost to smuggle that kid into the country in the back of a poorly ventilated shipping container so that he can clap in my face to keep me from falling asleep on the highway at 6 a.m.? That's probably 5 or 6 coffees, and I don't have that kind of money, and if I did, I would spend it on something that I could drink without risking jail time. If I'm drinking coffee and one of those commercials comes on, I don't think, oh gosh, I'm such a monster, how could I? I think something more like, boy, I sure am glad to be enjoying this immediate return on my investment. And I don't go into business with people unless I can meet them face to face. And I don't want an emaciated child's face anywhere near mine. He'd probably try to eat it. And how do I know that this kid whose life I'm saving has any entrepreneurial ambition? I'm giving him my money. I don't want to dole out my loose change to someone and then come back for a quarterly review and find him chucking coins at a wild pig. It's a waste of venture capital. Do you think Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank and Dragon's Den fame made his millions by getting into bed with children who didn't even have the math skills to calculate the currency exchange rate because a private army burnt their school to the ground? I'm trying to make my money work for me. Also, aren't they more realistically asking for like $50 a month? Because where do you get those cocoa beans? Are you brewing this hypothetical coffee using water infused with Jack Nicholson's life force? Because that would certainly explain why he looks like an inside-out gym sock that a bridge troll jerked off into for 3 weeks. I buy my coffee in bulk and it lasts me like 3 months, so on that scale, do I only have to send them 15 cents? So my proposal is, instead of sending you the money, I'll buy a blood diamond. That way, I'm creating jobs and stimulating the economy from within. Plus, it'll incentivize them to work harder to mine more blood diamonds for me to buy, instead of giving them free food to eat while they continue to be lazy. All I ever see these kids do is stand around and look sad. I already do that for free. Look, my point is, if you want to discourage people from having something, don't give it a badass name. Blood diamond sounds like I had to kill my way to the top of a pyramid with a battle axe and retrieve an ancient gem from a demon. And that's counterintuitive because it's fucking awesome. So change the name to something frightening and upsetting. Cat killer diamond. She shouldn't have dressed that way, diamond. The liquor store's closing early for the holidays, diamond. Child fisting diamond. If you know anybody who would voluntarily wear a child fisting diamond, get them out of your life because they deserve every terrible thing that will ever happen to them. If you want to discourage somebody from something, don't name it something awesome. Name it something horrifying. That's why they're called monster trucks, not face fucked by a monster trucks. I buy my coffee in bulk. My mustache is really fucking itchy. Asking for like 50. All these kids ever do, all I ever see these kids do is stand around and look sad. I already do that for free.